Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to learn how to create this gradient cool looking text animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugins, but with the help of simple and cool tips and tricks inside of After Effects. And if you want, the project files of this animations are available on my Patreon page, link in the description. You can download it and purchase it from there. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff in advance, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. All links are available in the description. And you can join my Motion Pro membership as well, which is just for 59 rupees. You'll get access to new videos, motion graphic tutorials, advanced After Effects tutorials, etc. etc. And it will be a support for this channel as well. And if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any much more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition and I'm going to call it as main animation. Width I'm going to choose 1920 and height I'm going to choose 180. Frame rate is 30 and duration we don't want much more duration, so I'm going to choose somewhere around 1 minute long duration. Okay, and for the background color I'm going to choose black color and simply hit OK and hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title separation. Then I'm going to select my text tool and I'm going to type my text, for example, motion. Let's decrease the alphabetical distance. And for the font, I'm going to choose just expanded and white color I'm going to choose. And second text I'm going to type the sign. Let's select this text, choose center align paragraph. Let's decrease the size, select this, and let's increase the size of this beside text. And let's move this over here like that. Then I'm going to select this text and I'll press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. I'm going to press Ctrl Y to create a solid background and let's bring this downwards like that. Then simply select your ellipse tool and let's remove the stroke. We don't need that stroke. And for the fill, I'm going to choose white color. And by holding shift, I'm going to create this kind of ellipse. Let's select this ellipse and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Then go to the effect and presets panel and search for solid composite effect and double click to apply. And let's choose color to black. Sorry. Let's select this and choose color black. Go to the effect and presets panel and search for Gaussian blur effect and double click to apply. And then increase this blur value totally like that. If you enable the repeat age pixels, I think there is going to be the difference. So let's keep it like that over here. Let's enable this. If you want, you can play around with this as well, but I would pick this one. And let's choose this value to somewhere around 800 or something. Or I think let's start with 600. Okay. Then let's select this big enter and let's put it as mask. And let's hide this here. Then right click new and create one adjustment layer. Go to the effect and presets panel and search for camera lens flare effect and double click to apply. Then you'll get this kind of blurriness. Then over here, let's do not change this properties or in the map blur. I am going to choose this mask and instead of source choose effect and mask and let's choose blur inverted. And if you increase the radius value, obviously it will increase this value like that. So let's bring this value 50. Okay, like that. Okay, so it's totally up to you how you want to do it. I'm gonna give it something like that. You can play around with these other values as well, but I would love to, currently stay with this one. Then select this mask and you can play around with this blurriness, like you can play around with the 300, for example, and keep it like that. Let's do one thing. We will keep it 600 only over here. Okay, like that. And then press P for position and let's bring this initially at this point over here. Okay. Then we'll create one keyframe, zoom in a little bit. I'm going to go somewhere around 3 seconds and I'm going to move this from here to here properly like that. Then somewhere around at 6 seconds, hit Control C, Control V the first frame. Then hit L over there. So what will happen that we are going to get that blurriness animation over here. After that, I'm going to right click new and create another adjustment layer. I'll go to the effect and presets panel and I'm going to search for turbulence displace effect and double click to apply. And let's increase the size of this one totally like that. Okay, so we are getting this kind of stuff. Then I'm going to create one keyframe on evolution. Hit use. Let's go to the 6 seconds and let's make this value one complete rotation. Okay. So if you check it out this, let's check it out this in quarter resolution. So if we load a little bit faster, we are gonna get this kind of stuff like that. Okay. Now let's make this full resolution. Now hit you right click new and create one adjustment layer and then apply one effect for coloroma. Over here you will find this effect coloroma. Simply double click to apply. Then you are getting this kind of weird stuff. Simply go to the output cycles. Over here we have so many presets out of which you are free to choose whatever you want. I'm going to choose this kind of a fire and smoke kind of effect. Uh, okay, let's do one thing. Let's choose this fire and smoke effect. So we'll get something like that. And if you want, you can go and do if you would increase this value. Like for example, if we make this 1,000, the more blurriness you're gonna get. Okay, so let's keep it as it is. Let's select this and you can play around with this colors over here like that. Okay, let this be play around with this colors. If you want, then you can delete those specific colors as well. It's totally up to you how you want to chip it out your animation like that. I'll try to bring it over here. Let's put one that. Okay, so we will get this kind of stuff. Now after that, let's select this black solid layer and press Ctrl Shift Y and to enable the solid settings, and let's try to change the color of this one to somewhere around like this grayish color. So we are gonna get this kind of a text. Then after that, I'm going to select this coloroma layer and I try to bring this on this mask layer or on this layer over here. And our turbulence displace layer should be on the top. Then I'm going to select this motion design layer and I'll hit Control D to, and then I'm going to bring this at the top over here. And this time I'm going to remove the fill and I'll add stroke like that. And let's choose 2 pixels for the stroke. And if you want, then you can increase the stroke pixels as well. So as you guys can see, we are getting this kind of lines. Okay. Let's select this text layer and with the help of arrow keys, I'll try to move this a little bit over here like that. Okay. Like that. So we will get this kind of a stuff. Then if you want, then you can increase the stroke width to 12 as well. Okay. And try to adjust it a little bit over here. Then I'm going to select this and hit Control D and let's make this stroke width to 1 pixels. Then I'm going to move this upward like that and let's move this a little bit at this point. Okay. Then obviously we are gonna get this kind of our okay. And if you think this is too much, then you can decrease the size of this as well. Okay. And try to adjust according to your needs. Okay. Then after that, I'm going to right click the new and apply one adjustment layer again. And I'm going to go and apply CC pinch effect and double click to apply on it. Then along with that, I'm going to add one noise effect as well. Okay. And I'm going to give this 25% of noise. Then unwall this some vertex loop. So I'm going to apply posterized time effect as well. Okay. and choose 15 pixels. If you want, then you can hide this layer as well. So you will get something like that. Okay. So it's totally up to you whether you want to check it out this or not. If you want, you can try to select this and change the color of this one as well. It's totally up to you. But I'll stick with this one. And I think I should hide this one. We don't need that. I'm going to select this layer and let's change the stroke here to somewhere around, let's see, 2 pixels. Okay. Now, if I hit play, I'm gonna get this kind of a animation, and this will give us that vintage look over in this one. Okay. If you want, you can select this one with Control D. Let's bring this at the bottom. Press S and let's increase the scale of this text like that. Select this text layer and stroke will choose 0.2 or something like that. Okay. You can choose 0.1 as well. So we will get that effect over there. Or let's choose 0.2. Select this and let's choose 0.5 or something. Okay. So you're gonna get that animation by that. Okay. So this is how you can create this kind of a trippy text animation inside of After Effects.